I'm not perfect, but I'm close. Righto, Smokey Joe tip 101. Yabby pumps. Be careful when you buy them, especially if you're just buying one and you come out on a big trip, you don't want this malfunctioning. So it's very important that this nut at the end, stays tight. You can see how it runs along a thread here, and after pumps it wiggles down like so. If that comes off, you lose all the inner pieces, and if you can't recover them from wherever you're yabby pumping, you're out of luck and out of yabby pump. So make sure that's tight, and you'll be able to notice, because if you tighten up on this, it makes it a little bit more difficult to pull the handle. So you'll be able to feel it, but it's always a good routine to check that nut. This one here also likes to loosen up. It does turn with the handle, but it turns independently if it's loose. So if that one comes out also, you're going to have a problem inside. So make sure all the time that you keep these tightened up. Very important, because what will happen is the washer will come off, and also your rubber which draws in the water will come off, and if you lose them, you're in trouble. Another tip while I'm on it is the little rubber inside in the yabby pumps, they always wear out really quickly and then won't have much of a suction effect. So what you want to do when that wears out, get your old set of 3 pluggers, put your yabby pump down on the 3 plugger to draw a line, and then obviously pull it up. So you push it down, make an indent, you draw it with a pen, and then you cut it out with a pair of scissors. You take the nut off, the washer off, put the piece of your 3 plugger in there, do it back up, and it's as good as gold. And for some reason they last a lot longer than the original piece, so make sure you keep those 3 pluggers, give you something to fix your yabby pump with. So that's a tip for you, and hope you enjoy. Obviously the guys that have done this many times before know, but for all you beginners, keep that one in mind. Make sure you keep your yabby pump, because it's the most important tool you'll have out here. That's right, yabby pump. Obviously everyone knows what a yabby pump is, but for those hard to reach places, how do you get to it? We've always wondered, and we've stumbled across a great invention. We don't know who invented it, but there's information out there, and we've just built one, and here it is. Great piece of kit this. Plugs basically straight onto the end of the yabby pump, like so, with a clamp. And I'll give you a rundown quickly of what it does. So the yabby pump sucks it up as normal, and because you've got a smaller diameter instead of the yabby pump, you can get down to those hard to reach places, and the material travels up into the yabby pump as normal. But then if I take it off, you can see inside this tubing, and I'll separate it here. The tubing runs up this section and just past this 45 angle, so your tubing comes to here, and what happens is the material then falls down and then into this trapped area. So it's fantastic for that. And then if it fills up, then it'll actually fill up this section in here. And then a matter of emptying it out, this cap comes off and your material just falls down into the pan, and additionally this comes apart and the following material runs into that as well. So absolutely fantastic kit. These other bits are glued, so therefore they don't need to come off. We've found it easier also to basically keep it all together. Keep this shackle pretty loose, so you can just put it on pretty easy, rip it off, fill it with water, give it a shake around, and pour it into your pan. We've actually come up with another connection, which I'll show you now. So for the even harder to reach places, another cap you can buy from Bunnings, and a little bit of metal, aluminium metal, basically fits straight into the yabby pump's already the most valuable tool you'll have as a prospector, or what we've found, but this thing makes it even better. So For those of you that want to know, throw some comments down below and we might be able to build one for you. But there's other information out there, obviously. You might want to search it, you'll come across it. But this thing is amazing. So keep your pans wet and fill it up with AU. This thing will do great for that. That's right. Did you get that?
Sure did.
Smokey does work. I'm not perfect, but I'm close. G'day prospectors and fun seekers, Smokey Joe here. Smokey Joe. How good is that? So good. Oh, I just swear. Who needs the gym? Just be a prospector. Oh yeah. Any nugs? And Jeff Williams, yeah, you're not gonna get wet. Jimmy's. Jim, sorry, Jim Jams. That's Jim. Got to come up with a new name, it's a little bit confusing. What should we call these? Write in the comments, what are we going to call her? Waiters. Your new nickname. How about Smokies? Smoky Jams. Cat back, put your left foot in.
There's a rock in the bottom.
Free of charge. That's why it was hard to shuck. Alright, we'll get a little bit more then.